Agents of socialization and how they affected me. The leap of faith. I call it that because if you're anything like me, when you grew up, along your journey, you individualized yourself and you became your own person. Although you wanted to stay where you needed to be at within your religious journey, you still became who you are. My mom was Catholic. My dad was Pentecostal. His father was a pastor of a church that is now located in Louisville, Kentucky. I began my journey taking the side of religion with my mother. I was Catholic. I was baptized. I attended religious education classes. Among those classes, I grew to know and love people that I did get to be around. They say that home is where the heart is, and I believe it fully. On my mother's side, I have 15 aunts and uncles. On my dad's side, I have 7, each one having their own children, being my cousins. I can recall on my mother's side, we would get together when I was younger, and on the first day of school, we would all go together so that nobody had to feel by themselves or alone when walking into the gym. Of course, it was a lot of chaos. I mean, there were so many children. But we loved it, we enjoyed it, and it became a family tradition. No matter what the situation, we are always there for each other, and we respect one another, and that has always taught me to be compassionate towards every individual. You never know what anyone is going through. You never know who may need an ear. And I always feel like that if I can give you that piece of me to just listen and be that support for you, I just love doing that. I enjoy doing that as a person. My family has taught me that. Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. From band and cheerleading in middle school to softball, track and field, beta, FFA, and other things I could mention in high school, I always kept my eyes open for opportunities to express myself. In doing so, I encountered a lot of wonderful people, each one with another personality that it was another lesson that I needed to learn as a maturing individual. The alarm would go off, and another glorious morning I'd say to myself as I dragged myself out of bed and to work. After graduating, I did receive 3 full ride scholarships, and I did attend the University of Louisville and Midway University. But this small town girl, those city lights just weren't for me. So I came back home. I still wanted to find my place. I still wanted to have a title with my name. So I chose to work at a factory, thinking that I could move up and be, a team leader, and that would just be so much. And it is to some, but I still wanted more for myself, and I didn't want to settle. In factories, I learned that everybody is different. Not everyone matures. Some people provoke people. I realized that these were not the social norms that I wanted for myself. I did not want to go somewhere that I could not feel comfortable in being me. I went back to school. We never really know the path that God has intended for us. We never know what road we might take, whether it be negative or positive. But in being human, we have to understand that as far as diversity and cultural differences, not everyone is the same. Some people need to be loved more. Some people we have to love less. But it was my encounters at these factories and in these extracurricular events that led me to see the way people can be. In that, it molded me. I wanted to be the person that people could talk to. I wanted to be the open ear for those in need. I wanted to be there to show someone the way when they felt like they had no guidance. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, if it wasn't for these experiences, even my religion, the graduation, going to college and not wanting to be there, all of that made me who I am today. I understand life. I understand individuals. I understand perspectives. And I couldn't be more proud of that. And I choose to pass that on to my child.